Hey, welcome back to another Smokeshow Happy Hour. I'm Jack, and today I'm going to show you how to make the best blueberry cobbler drink that you've ever had. So it's a very simple drink actually. It uses vodka, some brown sugar simple syrup, which I'll tell you how to make in a second, blueberries, and then optionally some vanilla, and then we also have orange and lemon. And I know that sounds kind of weird. These are going to add a little bit of acid to balance out the flavor, but the best blueberry cobblers also have some lemon zest in them, so that's why that's there. All right, and then next, we have a plate of turbinado sugar, which we're going to use to rim the glass. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to muddle some blueberries. And these are really sweet. I tasted one earlier. So it doesn't really change how I'm going to make the drink, but it does mean it's going to taste really good. So I'm going to start by muddling those. It's about 1/3 of a cup, I would say. Just eyeball it, you know, and the sweeter the blueberries, the less you really need to get the flavor. But honestly, can't get enough if you're anything like me. So there's really no way to mess this up. So I'm just gonna muddle those gently, and once that's done, we're gonna add in 2 ounces of our vodka to the shaker. And you don't wanna have ice in at this point, which actually I can add it now before it gets too full. So just add your ice. And then we're gonna do some oranges. And this is a really easy recipe because it's 2 ounces of vodka and then 1/2 ounce of everything else. So we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of orange juice. And I'm gonna skip ahead here so you don't have to watch the whole process of juicing. Okay, next we're gonna do some lemon juice. And this again is 1/2 ounce. So it should be just about 1/2 a lemon. And this is a really interesting, this is a really interesting cocktail. I've never had one. A blueberry cobbler cocktail. I've had the cobbler, but this should be really interesting summer drink for like after dinner. All right, so once you have your 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of brown sugar maple syrup, simple syrup. And this is super easy, so 1 part water, 1 part sugar in a pot over medium heat until it simmers. And then we're gonna drop the heat and let it cool. So turn off the heat rather and let it cool. And then one way you can make this recipe a little bit more indulgent, I guess, is using vanilla vodka. It's very sweet and it's a very specific thing that you're probably not going to use a lot of. So I did not pick any up, but we're going to do regular vodka with just a tiny splash of vanilla. And this stuff has a pretty strong flavor, so you really don't need a lot. I don't know if you saw how much that was. It's like less than 1/4 teaspoon probably. So we have that, and we're going to cap it and take it up. All right, now once you have that all shaken up, it's very wet. We're gonna take our glass here and we're gonna smoke it. So we're doing some cinnamon smoked dust today. This goes great with any sort of dessert cocktail that you're making, but especially with a blueberry cobbler, it lends itself to being the perfect pairing. So, oh my gosh, it smells so good already. This just adds like a level of indulgence to it. So we're just gonna smoke this up real quick. And I don't want a super strong flavor here. I just want enough that you get a little inkling of cinnamon and smoke. So we're just gonna pull it right off immediately. And we pour in the drink. And with these chunkier drinks with muddled blueberries and stuff, typically what you find is that the blueberries block the strainer of your shaker. So you just have to rock it back and forth a little bit. All right, and one thing you may or may not have noticed is that I completely forgot to garnish this with the sugar. So let me just talk about that real quick. I'm not gonna pour the drink out and do it again, but so if you are gonna garnish, sugar is a pretty aggressive garnish. It's very sweet, obviously. So what I like to do is just do 1/2 the glass. So I'll actually wipe the outside of the glass with an orange or a lemon like this. Lemon is good because it balances some of the sugar. And then you roll 1/2 of the glass in the sugar, and then that way you can choose which sips you want sugar on. Another thing you can do is you can add a little bit of salt, but turbinado itself is very easy to eat. It's crunchy a little bit, it adds a nice texture, and it's not overly sweet. So I would not use like brown sugar or regular white granulated sugar. Definitely go with like sugar in the raw, which is like a turbinado sugar, or demerara or something like that. So let's give this a try. It smells incredible. Oh yeah, okay, so wow, the orange is so good. And you know what, one thing I was gonna mention as well is some of the best blueberry cobblers have lemon zest in them. So one thing I thought about doing is just garnishing at the end with a touch of lemon zest. And I know this isn't probably the best way to garnish a cocktail just because you might get lemon zest in your mouth, but what it does is it adds that oil and that smell. Wow, it's totally different, just the smell of it. Yeah, and when you shake it or take a sip, it's just that little essence of lemon. It just adds so much. So you could add it to the shaker just to get some of that oil, because truthfully, that's where the flavor of a lemon is in the oil in the skin. So yeah, this is incredible. It's perfectly balanced. It's not cloyingly sweet. It does taste a lot like blueberries. You could even go as far as adding more blueberries or making a blueberry syrup, adding blueberries to your simple syrup if you really wanted to pump up that flavor. But this is a delicious balanced cocktail as it is. And the cinnamon smoke just adds a little bit of depth and earthiness to it that just sort of mellows it out and really brings it all together. So give this one a try. It's very good. This is our blueberry cobbler recipe. And if you have any questions about it, leave a comment down below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you make this, please send us a picture on Instagram or TikTok. We love to see that. Or a video, tag us in your stories. We always reshare, so we love to share people's cocktails. We also have a Facebook group down below in the description, so check that out if you want to share it there with other fans of Smokeshow. So if you like this video, hit subscribe. We post new videos every single week. Cheers.